Would you like something authentic to add to any Mexican dish, like birria tacos, or even throw on the side at a family barbecue with a brisket? Let me show you how to make chiles en vinagre, also known as pickled jalapeños and carrots. Super simple to make with just a few ingredients. Let's get right into it. In this recipe, I'm going to show you what I used, and I'll give you some alternatives. We're going to need 8 to 10 jalapeños. You can even add a few Serrano peppers to really spice it up if you like the heat. 3 carrots cut into slices about 1/4 inch thick. You can use more or less, but for me personally, I love the pickled carrots. 10 to 12 garlic cloves, 1 white or yellow onion, or you can also use a red one as well. 1 cup of apple cider vinegar, 1 cup of regular white vinegar, or you can use 2 cups of either one that you prefer or have on hand. 1 tablespoon of Mexican Oregano, which has more of a citrus taste to it compared to the regular oregano, which is best suited for Mediterranean or Italian recipes. 1 tablespoon of granulated sugar, 1 tablespoon of sea salt or adjust to taste, and 3 cups of water. You can also use 2 cups if you like more of a vinegar taste to it. Before we start cutting our vegetables, grab a pot and put about 2 tablespoons of oil inside, set to medium-high heat. With the jalapeños, I cut them into spears by cutting them into quarters. You are more than welcome to remove the seeds, but me and my family love the spice, so I'm leaving them in. There was a few jalapeños that I didn't cut up and left them whole. These always seem to be pretty popular. On to the carrots. I washed and peeled mine, cut the top off, and cut them into 1/4 inch slices. If you want them to have more of a decorative look, cut them on the diagonal. Me personally, the carrots are my absolute favorite. Here's about the thickness that I'm looking for, but it's entirely up to you. Let's peel our garlic. You can crush the garlic with the flat part of your knife, and in the perfect world, the peel would come right off. This one decided to be stubborn like my grandpa, so I gave up. I ended up using a garlic roller, which is simply just a rubber tube. Place your garlic inside and give it a roll back and forth with moderate pressure. I actually got this at the rodeo here in Houston. I'm a sucker for a sales pitch, and they got me. But this is one of the few things that actually works, and it comes in real handy. Get your onion, and I cut mine in half. Cut into 1/4 inch slices, just like we did with the carrots. You can slice them as thick or thin as you like. Remember, you can also use red onions for extra flavor, or if that's all you got. Alright, time for the fun part. Let's start off by tossing our onions inside the preheated pot and give it a quick stir. Next, throw in your garlic cloves. Here's another angle with me using some red onions. Cook for 2 minutes until the onions become translucent. After a couple of minutes, your onions and garlic should look like this. Time to add in our jalapeños and carrots. The colors and the smell is absolutely amazing already. Give everything a good stir and cook for about 5 minutes, and then we'll move on to the next step. After 5 minutes, it's time to add our salt. Just 1 tablespoon, and if it needs some more, we can add some later. Next, pour in 1 tablespoon of sugar. Next is a heaping tablespoon of Mexican Oregano. In order to get the most flavor out of any dried herb, make sure to crush it up by rubbing it in between your hands or fingers. This will release those oils that are being trapped inside the oregano who are just waiting to join the party. Give it another good stir to coat the vegetables evenly. Next, add in your vinegar. I'm doing 1 cup of apple cider vinegar and 1 cup of white vinegar. Pour in your water. I'm using 3 cups. Give it all a good stir and turn your heat to high so it can come to a boil. Put the lid on and cook for 5 minutes. After about 5 minutes, it started to boil. Go ahead and turn off the heat and let them cool down a bit before serving or storing. Once they have cooled down for about 30 minutes, you can store the chiles and carrots in an airtight container, or airtight as possible. I'm putting the lid on loosely so it can continue to cool before we place them in the refrigerator. For me, I'm going to use them right away. The family knows when I'm making chiles en vinagre because you can smell the vinegar in the air. It goes away real quick, so don't worry about guests mentioning anything about the vinegar smell. And if they do say something, just tell them that's what homemade marinated jalapeño smells like. They don't get to see how the sausage is really made. They're getting a behind-the-scenes glimpse of professional homemade cooking. Put everything into a bowl, and everything smells and looks fantastic. Pour some of the liquid over the vegetables to keep them moist. It has excellent spice and flavor, and the vinegar taste is not too overpowering. This will last at least a month in the refrigerator in an airtight container. This goes perfect with birria tacos or any Mexican dish, or even with a brisket at the next barbecue. I'll have a video real soon on how to make this brisket. Let me know in the comments section what meals you plan on using with this recipe, and I'll also leave 2 videos for you to check out if you love homemade cooking with the same love and passion that I have. Thank you for watching, smash that like button, subscribe if you enjoy the content, and as always, have a blessed day.